defender Erik Sviatchenko here. Erik, your thoughts on that result after early lead and falling down 2-1 here on the road?
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I think first half was like almost a textbook of how we want to play. We were dominant on the ball and we solved a lot of good things. But then slowly there came in this kind of content feeling of, wow, it's going really, really well. And then suddenly counters happened. And then they kind of had that little momentum going into the last 10 minutes of the half. And they scored that goal, which was crucial for them and not so good for us going halftime. But again, we were positive in the locker room and knew that we went out on the second half and needed to do some of the same stuff. And it was more kind of a transition game which we didn't want to have. And it ended up being, and they scored on a transition, as I believe as well, where Puig kind of took the ball all the way through and then in the end finished the attack. So yeah, it's annoying, but again we created the chance that we needed. There were 2 goal line clearances. Chances. I had a good header again. We're getting close. Everyone did their job, but at the moment, teams against us are just scoring the goals, and when we have chances, we're not scoring enough goals, and that is a little bit of the same record that we are telling. But we're doing our best, and I think we had a good game. We should have had at least a result with us. We didn't, and that's disappointing.
All right, thanks for that. Joey, go ahead.
Hey, Erik, the first goal you guys conceded on the night was very uncharacteristic of this defense this season. Take us through that play and what led to Gabriel Peck getting so wide open for that header.
It came out of a throw-in, as I believe, over that side, and then they kind of take the back ball and they go back the same side as the throw-in, and then Amin has a duel out on the side, but he kind of wiggles through that, and then we are kind of shifted over, and then there's a gap between me and Griff, but I need to follow my guy because he's going to the front post, and then he's just unfortunately very, very wide open and didn't miss, but I think we held him on a leash in the first half. Second half, there was some transition that I was annoyed by, that he had some chances that could have gone even worse for us. But yeah, it happens, mistakes. That's why football, if no mistakes were, it would be a boring game.
You guys kept their striker Jovic fairly quiet that night. It's disappointing to still concede a few goals, even with their high-class striker not getting any on the score sheet.
Yeah, I think we in general kept them on a minimum, like expected goals 1.09, and we had 2.07, which says a little bit about the game. And possession-wise, we had the dominant game too. So that's why we could keep them at a minimum. But still, the feeling in second half was that we were lacking a little bit, even though we were trying to squeeze the pitch as much as we could and minimize the gaps. Then they kind of wiggled out of it, which is their strengths too, and they're also a decent team and had some good spells too. But yeah, it's tough right now when we don't get those results, especially when you're 1-0 up. Then you kind of feel even more devastated that you then go and lose the game 2-1.
Thank you so much, Erik.
All right, Jorge, go ahead.
Hey, Erik. Disappointing loss or unfortunate loss. How does the team regroup ahead of this long week?
You asking how we are?
No. How does the team regroup?
I think we talked a little bit about after the Dallas game that games just come really, really fast. We had a week to prepare for this game, but now we only have a couple of days before we go home again to Colorado, which is a crucial game, a must-win for us. So yeah, we are used to kind of having this very, very congested schedule where we are kind of back to back with games. And as I said to you guys last time, I'm a fan of playing games, so we have a possibility to kind of get back and show that we can win games too, and we need that. We need some more points and to get that feeling of this team is about something, instead of just having some good performances but not really relishing the performances with at least a point away, and hopefully 3 points, which we need.
All right.
Thank you, Erik.
Anything else? David, thought I saw a hand. Maybe not. All right. We'll wrap it up there. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Erik.